We're here to show you how we did these paintings. He's Bob Ross.
The Northern Lights.
Rachel's was a complete success. Mine was not, and so I painted over it. So you'll have to watch the video to see just exactly what mess I made of the Northern Lights. And for anyone who is interested in being part of my email list, I'm actually wanting to give away this painting.
Beautiful. Very textured, almost like it is actually an oil painting.
So for anyone who would like to have the painting, just go to my website, www.lauriemorrispaintings.com. I'll put it on the screen. And just sign up to my email list, and I will do a draw in 1 month's time, and I will send out this painting to you. So let's get on with showing you just how stressful it was painting these paintings.
Glad you could join me today.
And we're glad you can join us today. Okay, so we know the first step is
Painting the entire canvas completely black.
So I used to watch Bob Ross as a child. I'm a professional painter. Paint ocean scenes and seascape scenes and just beautiful things. But I've actually only done a Bob Ross painting once, even though I loved watching him as a kid. Okay, so continuing now with Movie Magic, we just blow dried these canvases, and we're going to put in the cool beginnings of the Northern Lights with the kind of pretty big blobs of white paint in these, like, what kind of a shape is that? It's like it's a concentric bend.
And it all like comes together.
Yeah, it all comes together in one little spot. So you pick a spot on your canvas, like right about, I don't know, there?
Yeah, I just never know how to start.
Yeah, I'm just going to be like, blah, 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 and I'm going to pick this little spot right here that they're all going to converge. And I just kind of got this, what do you call it, the shape on, but now I want to make sure there's lots of paint because this needs to blend.
And you don't want it to like dry too.
No, yeah, so if there's not enough paint there, nothing will happen. So there's one. I'm going to do 3 of these. And we kind of have to move quickly because we don't want this to dry. Oops. I wonder how many of these Bob did before he actually filmed. Like if he ever practiced.
Like if he did like, shoot, this is really bad.
Yeah, or maybe, they just kept filming until one worked or something. Or maybe he just was that amazing.
Maybe it was.
Okay, so then he wanted us to do kind of crazy colors, like
just everywhere.
Just blobs of color. So I'm using I don't even know if I should have done that, but I'm using, the medium-sized brush. Just blob it on. This is going to be crazy. Might be too much.
It's okay. It's what he would have wanted.
Uh-oh. Do you think that's enough? That's a lot of color. And we're gonna...
I'm stressed.
I'm totally stressed. Like, this is the part that you can totally wreck it.
Like, it just says like...
So you barely touch the canvas, and you just come through all those colors. And then maybe even wipe some of the color off before you go into the next one. Uh-oh. Not sure if this is working. Because the brush...
It's definitely brighter than his.
Yeah, so we put him on pause because he's winning. Oh, see how fast he moves his brush?
It's like, go for it.
He's like, woo, do.
Just go.
Oh, no, but then there's too much paint. And then it goes crazy. Oh, man. Oh, no. Did I say I'm a professional painter? Shoot. Oh, yours is looking kind of cool. It reminds me of an Indian headdress.
I think I have too much color on mine.
Oh, there's...
I think we could probably fix it if we, like...
Put more white on?
Yeah, or even, like, put, like, black after. I don't know.
He's not doing any of the fixing. Shoot, how do you do this, Bob? Help us, Bob. Oh, man. Well, for one, he's using oil paint and we're using acrylic.
Which dries a lot faster, and so we have to do it a lot quicker. Okay, well...
I don't know what I think about that. I might want to... Is he going up through the whole thing? Is he going?
Because that's what he's doing. He gets like a big brush and then he like really just goes.
Just goes for it.
But
like
I think
that?
we have I think I have like way
I
too
have
much
too
paint.
much color on mine.
Should I wait until it like dries a little bit? I don't know.
Do you want to blow dry it and then do another layer?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? When it dries, it might be a neat effect. It might actually look like the Northern Lights because they're really crazy. I do remember that we're going to do a mountain here.
Yeah.
And so don't forget to like, I don't know, blend down too. Because this is like sort of the finished canvas on this corner. Now I think I'm going to just go crazy and put a bit more white in because my white I've lost my white. So I'm going to quickly...
Yeah, I'm just really going for it right now.
I don't know if that was a good idea.
Oh, he's already... Oh, we got to pause for a second. He's doing his paint. He's doing
What's
his
he
mountains.
doing now? He's doing a mountain already?
Yeah.
Bob, come on. Wait for us.
You know, I'm thinking I might just fix it. Because I do think I
makes it
need a
look so
little bit
easy.
more white.
Ah! You remember how when I do my painting tutorials and I always have to step back?
Mm-hmm.
Like we really can't, because we're doing this on a table, we can't really step back to see if it actually might be working.
Really
yours is working. Okay, stop messing with it. It's good. Mine sucks, but yours is awesome.
I think you just need to like blend yours.
Is that
more.
what I need?
Yeah, I think you don't need the like harsh white. I think
Oh,
because like his is very like super blended.
okay. And so,
I might just
are
put
you
some
going
black
like
to,
all the way?
Yeah, just and then going up and down too.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if this is.
We could use some black to fix it after, can't we? Maybe we'll just put the mountains really big.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do my mountains really big to cover this mess. That might be working. I don't know. I can't really
Maybe
tell.
some really bright northern lights. You never know.
I like
I'm
how
gonna
yours
leave.
keeps that shape. So you're good?
I think I'm gonna try to leave mine because I
Leave
don't
it
want to
there.
like. If it's actually doing good, I don't want to mess it up.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
He's so like peaceful when he does
Yeah,
this.
and I'm so stressed right now. I'm like, no! And it probably looks like I'm stressed right now. Oh, dears.
Well, even I feel like this is more like the style that you're doing, like how they look right now. That's kind of like your style. That's kind of like the style of like have like I don't even know how to say it. Like it's not like super like faded. Like you have a lot of like I don't even know what to say. I'm like trying to say it without like making it not sound nice.
Oh!
I think you gotta stop here because I think
Okay, just leave it. Just
Yeah,
let it be
yeah.
what it is. It is this.
if you need to just make some big mountains.
Maybe I'll paint over this after I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's press play again on his.
We need palette knives.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, I think so. To make the mountains.
Great palette knives for everyone. What size palette knife should we use?
I think he's kind of like, yeah, probably around that size. I've never used one of these before, so I don't really... Maybe go back a little bit in the
back a
video,
bit?
just so you can
Okay.
see how he first starts how to do it. Look at how graceful he looks on this thing.
I guess what I did was I put too much color.
Well, I put way too much color. I thought that it was
I
just
thought it
the
was a
tiniest
lot,
bit.
but I guess he just had
Oh
little
my gosh, look at all those
whiffs.
ducks. Are those all like the babies?
Those are the
Or they were the babies?
grown-ups, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're all as big as the mummy now.
That's so cute.
Okay, what's he doing?
Okay, so now he's
cleaning his
cleaning
brush.
his brush.
And what color is he going to do his mountains in?
I think he does it in black.
Let's see.
Looks like he's getting like the tiniest bit of blue.
Yeah, like you
Because
can't
it was
see.
like pretty black. I don't think it had like a whole ton of blue.
But how are we going to see it?
I don't know.
Okay, well, here we go.
Never
Building
used this
some
before.
mountains into the sky. Maybe we'll cover up some of this ugly.
Okay, so
Sky.
he just kind of like.
He just like butters it on there like buttering toast in a mountain shape.
Mhm.
There seems like there's a couple of different peaks.
Gotta remember not to put him too far down.
Yes, because he's gonna do, what is it, a lake or something at the
Lake,
bottom?
yeah.
Okay, this is kind of working.
Yeah, it's actually working. Yeah,
And then he, oop,
he does the little ones too.
oh right, and there's one in front,
But I think we do that one more when we have like the lighter
a different
color.
color. I think I'm happy with that. Too bad my northern lights part looks gross, but okay. Now what's he doing? So now he's using a brush. Why is he using a brush?
I think he's just like really blending it into the background. I don't know. I'm trying to act like I'm like I know what I'm doing, but
He actually looked like he had a bit of blue on this mountain, so I'm just going to add a little. So he wants us to put a little bit of white on our palette knife. Just has a little bit on his edge, on the edge. And then he just, ooh. See, because I painted mine purposely very thickly, I was hoping that when I got to this phase, it would make all those little holes and weird shapes. See that?
yeah.
Crazy. It's working. But it could have backfired. So he's just doing the top edge of each of the peaks. And a really small bit of this one. How do I get just the bit? And so then he mixed a very, like, much darker blue for the shadow side of the mountain. And that's what he's doing now. But I see his brushes have a different shape. Or not brushes, his palette knife. So I'm going to find different size one. If you want, you can try to use, oops, a different one, a smaller one to do the inside shadow.
What color were you using?
Blue and white, like a dark. But I think I need to grab some more blue. And I did a bit of that one. I had this, oh, I see. Little mini peak in the middle there. Did he do anything over here? I think he must have. Oh, and then he uses a brush to, oops, a clean brush to dull the bottom edge a little bit. Not sure if that, yeah, that kind of. That's interesting. So he's got, like, the top edge is really sharp, and then the bottom edge, he uses the brush to blend it. He blends sort of up and down. I feel like I could overdo this part really easily, so I'm going to just leave it. What did he do right here? These areas blended together a bit. The nice thing about his mountains is he always says, like, it's your world, so you kind of just make your own, so we don't have to try to match his. But I'm actually trying to do that. Maybe I'll put a bit of white. Oh, oh no! Oh, made its own little peak right there. Okay. All right, and so now he's going to do some trees. He's going to do a bunch of trees, and I believe he's using a fan brush for this. have a fan brush somewhere. This kind of, yeah, I've kind of got 2 fan brushes. So he's using a really, really dark color again.
You can do like both over there.
Do you want to use a fan brush to do the trees, or are you doing something else?
No, I'm just dulling out the bottoms, but I will
Okay.
use a fan brush, yes.
So these are going to be trees, and he's just kind of covering that bottom edge of the mountain with trees that are semi-triangular shaped. Of course, pointy at the top and not so pointy at the bottom, like an arrow pointing up, kind of. I'm finding that my paint is still quite wet and it's blending rather than putting those trees in there where I want them. We might need to use the blow dryer again. How do you do it without using a blow dryer? Maybe, I guess if you use lots of paint on the edge of the fan brush, then it doesn't blend. So if you have enough paint on there, then you don't have to touch it very much. So I need to put some more black for us to. I just added blue in there.
Okay.
Because that seems to work. If you have a lot, like basically you have to have a ton of, like on the very tip of your fan brush, you have to have a lot of paint there. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm saying? And then just make sure you do different size, like different heights and different widths. Oh, I feel so rushed, hey? Like he never seemed like he was rushed. He was just taking his time, talking through the happy little trees.
Yeah.
That's why I wonder that if he did quite a few of the same paintings, because when you know what you're about to do, you don't have to worry about how it's going to turn out because you've done it before. I definitely like this part of the painting better than the Northern Lights part.
Yeah.
Like, well, yours is nice, but I messed mine up. Messed it up. Okay, so he's on to a whole nother section of the painting. He's doing, what is that?
I think he's starting on the reflection to the.
So right in front of these trees, he does like a little cool little brush. And so I don't know if we need to blob on some black paint first for the little bush. That's what I'm doing. This is a bush, and then I'm going to highlight the bush the way that he did with white. But first I need to wash out my brush. There we go. Okay, so there's going to be like a midnight blue chunk. Ugh. I think I'm going to put a bit of white in there so it shows up even more. See how as soon as I put white in there, look how the blue. And then it's just underneath here. Just a quick layer there. Oh, I guess we should turn the video on so we can see what else he's going to do after that. He's moving so quickly.
His highlights too.
Yeah. So first this mid-tone, and then I think he's going to go, oh yeah, straight for the white. So we need to
He uses a fan brush with that.
I'm going to use a different brush because now my fan brush is dirty. So I'm going to use this one. Just go straight for the white. Although, you know what? The fan brush, maybe I will clean it because
Where are the fan brushes?
there's one.
There's 2, I think. There it is.
Do you want to use that one or this one?
I don't know, whichever one you want.
Okay. Because, yeah, he's definitely using the fan brush, and he's kind of using all the crazy bits of it to make... He's almost pushing on it.
Yeah.
He's, like, pushing... Ah, look at... See, he's bending it. He's doing this. He's going bendy, bendy, bendy. Oh, look at that. See what happens when you bend up? Oh, and then he's going to pull some of it down. With a really wide, big brush.
Make like a reflection.
Yes. And, oh, too much paint. He moves really quickly and it kind of...
It's a little bit intimidating.
Yeah. Okay, so he used a wide dry brush to pull it down to the reflection. So I'm going to grab a couple of more dry, clean brushes like this. So he just went...
Yeah.
Here, I'll just... And if you have too much white near that surface, try not to pull the white down yet, or not as much of the white as the color, because I think that's, yeah. Okay. Kind of works. I didn't pull it down like super far.
You might need to... I don't
Maybe add
want
a
to
little
make...
bit of water on it or something to help it
Yeah.
stretch. In a few places. I'm gonna leave the mine there. And then
And he uses like white to kind of outline
the edge.
the edge.
Was
yeah,
it a fan brush again? I was
Mm.
looking down when he was doing it.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna rewind it a bit. Oh, he used a palette knife. Okay.
Oh.
It's a very, very sharp edge. And he just did a couple of very white straight lines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what I just did. Shoot. I had way too much on my palette knife. I don't have the right shape of the palette knife is part of the problem. Trying to keep up. He definitely had a really interesting shaped palette knife that I don't own one of. It's hard to get these shapes in.
I'm like using it like a freaking paintbrush.
Huh. Ah! No, 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 no. Oh, and now what is he using now? He's highlighting those trees. What's he
Bob, you're
highlighting?
going too fast for us.
Come on, Bob. Don't you know? We're trying to follow along. Okay, now he's moved ahead. Backwards. He actually added a couple more trees after the fact, but I think I have enough. I'm not
I think I
gonna add any
probably
more.
need some more.
I'm gonna clean my brushes while he adds some more. Oh, I see. So he added a couple of really big ones in the foreground is what he did. So they're a different scale than the ones that you've already done. They're quite a bit bigger.
Mm.
And then that he's only going to highlight those ones because they're closer to the viewer. So am I going to do some? Am I? He just did it. Right here I did a couple. I need a really dark color to do it. And he's coming right, oh, I see. He's coming right down over this area, really close to the viewer. So we're gonna need some more black. So he's kind of finishing off this edge of the painting with coming all the way down here into the front of the painting. Past the lake or whatever it was that we just painted. This painting isn't the easiest one to follow because it's so dark.
Yeah,
like
you can't really see what's
You can't really see
happening.
what he's doing. But he definitely came way down here with a tree that was poking up here. What is he doing? We might have to turn his volume on because he's probably explaining it.
Okay, I will get a 1-inch brush. We'll use it for a little bit. take that same color, the blue and the black. We'll grab a little bit of this lighter color and put it in there. Pull that brush in one direction. Load it full of paint. So very dark blue. Okay, let's go right up here. And maybe we're going to have some happy little snow-covered bushes. So all we're doing is just beginning to lay in some of the very basic shapes. You're not looking for detail
Okay,
yet.
so
Come on, like a little bit lighter.
yeah.
Basic shapes. Very basic.
Very basic. I got this.
Okay.
Here, maybe there's a happy bush. Yep.
Where are the happy bushes? Are they in here? Or is that too?
Or just
No, I
wherever
think
you want. Wherever you want.
He said
Okay,
wherever
so maybe
you
yours
want.
is few.
Wherever you want. Okay.
Just let your imagination take you.
Let it take you.
Aw.
If you've never been to Alaska, you're to go see it. It's almost unreal. I was born and raised in Florida. I was almost 20 years old before I ever saw snow. And my favorite uncle, Uncle Sam, he sent me up there in January. Thought that would be funny.
My
It
favorite
was
uncle.
funny.
Do you know what
got
he's
off the
talking
plane,
about?
The first thing
No.
I did was step on the ice. Felt
Uncle
my bottom.
Sam is a name for the government of the United States of
Now
America.
I'm taking some
Oh.
going right into
So
tight.
he was in the army.
Pull it in one direction.
Oh. I
Mm.
was so confused. I was
One
like,
direction.
I guess it's not something
Paint
anyone
is on
says
the
anymore.
brush. It's really full. Okay, let's go up here.
So he put some bushes in, but he didn't go down to the bottom of the canvas. He just,
oh, did he?
yeah, I don't know why. There's
Oh,
like
he didn't know. It's
don't
a
know
little.
why.
It's just black there.
All these little snow-covered bushes.
find out
In Alaska,
soon.
they have ice fog.
Oh, ice fog.
Ice fog occurs normally when it's about 30 below or colder. And it covers everything. Everything with frost.
And he's
It's
using
so
probably a
beautiful.
fan brush.
Trees
Is
look
it?
like they're in full foliage. So
Let's put some
beautiful. The
black
light
here.
plays through it, and all these little ice-covered frosty things, they act like prisms. And they break up the light, and you see all colors in the trees. In the dead of winter, you can see you have to go see it. Can't explain it all to you.
You can't explain it all?
So
Come on,
pretty.
Bob.
But there's a nice bush. Just grows right out of that brush. And we'll put another one right there. There they
The
go.
magic fan
Just
brush, which
Just happy little bushes.
has more magic than mine.
Bushes.
Okay.
There.
I'm
Now, with
making
at
the
least in
white
this
all
painting,
dirty.
This will end the 8th Joy of Painting series. It's hard for me to believe that we have over 100 shows now. Over 100 shows. Take a little blue here, put a little highlight on these trees. I really hope you've got to see all the shows. If there's any of them that you've missed, you'd like to see them, give your station a call. Let them know.
Give your YouTube a call.
And when they need some help, give them a hand. There we are. Let's go over to this tree. Don't want him to be left out.
Oh my goodness.
There.
I think we should have had his voice on the whole time because then we wouldn't
Kill
have
all
to
the dark
talk.
contrast. That's what makes it pretty. And you know me, I got to have a little cabin in here. So maybe with all this paint I have on here, I'm going to scrape out just the basic shape to get rid of that loose paint. It's also a good way to lay out your initial cabin shape. Start with a little
I
bit
don't know what I'm doing.
I'm not sure if I'm going to put a cabin in mine.
I don't think I'll be
I'm
able
not
to.
feeling the faith.
No.
The cabin.
No.
Put it across.
I'm
That cabin.
very stressed. This is
Come on,
supposed to
Bob.
be calming.
You know, as we're winding down this series, I'd like to take just a minute
Just a minute.
to thank the people here at the television station. We have one of the finest crews in the country, and they make some of these beautiful television shows. And you never see them, and they never get a thank you. But if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be any show. A little bit of brown and white here, just to put some highlight on him. Give him a little door. Good. Now then, let's put some snow up here in his
I
roof.
think that he highlighted some of these trees, but I don't really know.
Just
I'm
like so.
like highlighting them.
I missed.
Here, what's
Give
happening?
us a quick little
I
tip.
missed that
Just
step.
bring some snow right down like that. See how easy that is. Put some
How are we doing?
Here on the other side.
I have no
I don't want
idea.
that one to be left out.
Hoping it looks better on camera then.
Yeah,
Put that wherever you want it.
that's the hope.
Okay, maybe some's coming.
Okay.
There, just like that.
Oh, so now he's
And
putting
pay
some
attention to the
snow
angles when you're
down
laying the
here.
snow. And angles
Some
are
just
very
different
important.
angles
Very important.
just to finish it off of
Better
it.
white.
There we go.
Sorry, here's some better white-ish. It's kind of tainted because my brush is too dirty to be doing what I'm doing.
Liquid white. Go right into my titanium white. Hold the brush
Happens
forward.
here.
And let's pop a few more little bushes right in.
Pop a few more bushes right
Work
in.
in layers, completing the most distant part of your painting first and working forward.
We have that in common. That's how I paint
A
too.
few little bushy things over in here.
Foreground last.
And we're on the verge of having a completed painting.
We're on the verge of having a
Take
complete
the knife,
painting.
scratch through, let some of these little sticks and twigs show.
Oh,
And this
that's
one's
kind of
about
cool.
done.
So he uses his knife to make little
Once
scratches.
again, I'd like to thank
Oh,
you
look at that.
for being with me during this 8th Joy of Painting
It just
series.
takes
We
some
have
of
the
the
9th series under production
Ooh,
already, so we'll
ah.
see you again. From all of us here,
Twigs.
happy painting. God bless.
God bless. Thanks, Bob.
Oh, no,
We finished
so
at the
that's
exact
confused.
right time.
Yeah.
We're totally caught up.
Didn't.
No,
pause it.
we didn't pause it.
Why would we do that?
Beautiful. I don't know why. I'm not famous like Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Oops, I shouldn't have done that. All right, everyone. I hope that was enjoyable for you. How about you, Rachel? Was that enjoyable for you?
It was definitely an experience.
Okay, y'all. Check out my actual painting channel where I paint nice paintings.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Don't get really stressed out.